Namaste, hi, hello, vanakkam, vandanam, swagata, swagata to Kaapi and Conversation. Yours truly, yeah, this is Meera here. It's such a pleasure connecting with people from different walks of life. I've been talking to so many people. Um, like my coach, my mentor, Anand keeps saying, Meera, we are nothing but we are a culmination and blessing of people around us. It could be anyone, not necessarily, the elders, or even it could be the younger one, the pure, anyone. So many people I spoke to, and looking forward to more such connects. And like I always say, my job is not done, or my day is not done without a cup of a coffee or Kaapi, my soulful connect, I would rather call it as. And also a word of precaution, or what to say, caution, that don't have too much of a coffee. Have anything limited, whatever you like, you would love liking it every day without taking much time. I wish to, I'm sure many of you who are watching this podcast on a video medium can see I have lovely ladies with whom I'm sharing my screen. I think this is what you call it as sharing the screen space, might be so. So they are my lovely cohort members from the Women's Data Program Batch 4 of NSRCEL IIMB Bangalore. Such a pleasure to have them here in my Kaapi and Conversation Connect. Hey, hi, welcome to the show, all of you. Hop in, jump in, unmute yourself, and you can just scream that, hey.
Hi, Meera.
Hi. Hi, Meera. It's lovely.
Hi, Meera. Very good morning to you all.
Very good morning. I just love this, like even in the school days when you used to say, good morning, ma'am. And and the teacher say, okay, fine. Yeah, I got the message. You guys can just be seated and take your books. Like, so here it is. To all the listeners and the viewers, they are part of, they are the team Shakti core, or rather core Shakti team. Last connect, if you remember, we spoke to a couple of people from the Shakti team who were involved in the ideation and getting that book. What to say? It was in the mind, and it took a shape of an outcome. And these are the people, I would rather say, pillar, who have been working day in, day out, distance didn't bother, time didn't bother, nothing bothered as such, but we were all connected with one thing in our mind, that we want to get it in front of our eyes. Because what we visualize, the power of visualization is when you bring it to realization, or to reality for that matter. I have Meenakshi from Rustic Tones. I have Sridevi from Little Laudable Learners, Ketki from LDExplained, Kiran Gupta from Amberpro, and Snehal Wheedle. Yes, that's so, Snehal Wheedle, I keep rhyming all the time. So I have these lovely ladies today in our show. Let's start. Snehal, if you can just give a brief about what you do and about your venture, and likewise we'll go with all the people over here with that. Yeah.
First of all, thanks, Meera, for having us here. And hello, everybody. It's nice to always meet our fellow cohort members. Glad to be in this space with all of you. I run a venture called Wheedle, which is a second-hand first platform by the parents for the parents. So very simply, Wheedle encourages parents to use second-hand products for their children and also sell the stuff that their children have outgrown. So we connect buying and selling parents, encouraging circular economy and second-hand first. So that's Wheedle. We are operational in Bangalore and 5 other cities. Over to you, Meera. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This reminds me of when you're in the traffic, you're waiting, and you have the traffic guy who gets some call. He say, "Sir, over to you. Sir, over to you." Like, it just reminds me of that. So lovely. Yeah, thank you, Snehal. You are giving, repurposing the purpose, I would call it as. I'm sure that's what even you also call it as. That was Snehal for you all. Let's move on to Meenakshi. Hi, Meenakshi, about you, about your venture.
Hi, Meera. Love to be here with you. And this is a wonderful podcast, which I was longing to be in this session. Thank you for having me, first of all, here. Hi, I'm Meenakshi. I'm the founder of Rustic Tones. We provide premium range of kids' clothing who are looking for eco-friendly and stylish at the same time, which we provide a skin-safe clothing made out of natural dyes, which is with certified bamboo and GOTS certified cotton. fibers we use. So this is what we do. And it's been like 2 years since we are running this journey. So if you are looking for a skin safe clothing in this fast paced world for your kid, definitely you should look us. We cater for 0 to 3 years.
Lovely. I missed out one thing. Yeah. So if you could just share your website, people who are listening to can jump into that and see also, Meenakshi.
Yes, definitely. We have our website called www.therustictones.com. You can check us and we will immediately respond you.
Awesome. And I missed out, Snehal. It is, correct me if I'm wrong, it is www.gowheedle.com.
Yes, you got it right, Meera. Thank you.
Awesome. So people can check Go Wheedle. You have lovely collections I've seen, and Rustic Tones too. Over to you, Sridevi, our little Laudable Learners founder.
Thank you, Meera, for this wonderful connect, and hi, lovely ladies, Wonderpreneurs, I should say. I'm so excited always to connect with Meera for anything and everything. And I am a founder of Little Laudable Learners. As the name suggests, it is a platform to develop the learning abilities of the children. So learning abilities will be strong, or the curiosities will be more when they have a very good reading skills. So we basically focus on the reading skills of the students, and we have various different programs like from 3.5 years till 14 years, we have various different programs catering to the reading, specifically reading, and also to the storytelling, communication skills, creative writing, and many more. So that's about our venture, Meera.
Lovely, nice to know. You would mention the spelling and your digital presence. People can check your details.
Okay, so it is www.littlelaudableLearners.com. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Triple L, right? All right. And now we have Ketki, LDExplained. Yes, Ketki.
Hi, everyone. So nice to see so many people working in the parent and kids section. It's lovely to meet them here. It's a little new for me, this experience, first time on a podcast. So
lovely to have you here, and you are wonderful.
Thank you so much, Meera. Yeah. So my venture is called LDExplained, and we are trying to build a parent tech platform which will cater to parents of children with learning disabilities and ADHD. So what we are trying to do is drawing upon a pool of stakeholders in the all the whole environment around the child, like information and services and assessment, therapies. We want to bring everything under one roof, because the sector here is so unorganized and parents are somewhat lost when they come to learning disabilities and ADHD. There is no information, there are no services in one place. So that is what we are trying to build.
Lovely. So you're bringing a one-stop destination where people can access information.
Yes.
And so much, like I can relate to, we go to so many different pages or groups looking for details and then put it into one. And lovely that you're giving that in one plate itself. That's so nice. You want to give a website, digital presence, so that people can.
It's www.ldexplained.org.
Awesome. LD stands for Learning Disabilities.
Learning Disabilities, yes.
Got it. And now I have Kiran Gupta. Kiran, I'm sure you once told me, instead of telling Amberpro, I said Amberpo. That's when I was like, oh my God, I need to go for my phonics classes. Phonics. Amberpro. Yeah, over to you, Kiran.
Thank you, Meera. It was really nice to be here. Also, this is my first time in a podcast series, and it's, truth be told, it's really nice to see all the ladies in a similar space, and it's really interesting as well. So the way I would like to describe what I'm doing is a thinker's curiosity platform, where teenagers, they learn by doing. So what we do is we shape the future by bridging the gap between traditional teaching, traditional education, and 21st century skills which are required, and helping the teenagers with skills related to communication, financial literacy, where they build in terms of public speaking, and skill sets like decision making and stuff like that. So what this helps, that once they learn these kind of skills, it helps them to transit and helps them to start their career. So that's whole this whole venture is all about, and I'm pretty excited about this space. Yeah.
Really, I mean, each of you get what you're doing. It's unique and special in its own way. And yes, like you purpose, say repurpose, and then again, most of you are working in the space where I got children to adulthood phase में जब जाते हैं ना, that's lovely. So it's so lovely that each of you have, you went all out of your way. Like I mentioned in the beginning, day in, day out. Distance didn't matter. It didn't matter which medium we are getting connected with, but we all got connected with one purpose, to bring that book called Shakti. So Shakti launch happened on the Women's Day. That's on, literally in the IIM campus, we did that in NSRL on the 9th of March. So guys, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, your voice is breaking, but we can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Thanks to the internet, it just peeped in and, just playing a bit of hide and seek. I forgot to say my hi, hello, thank you to it. I forgot to pay the gratitude ritual to the internet. No wonder. I'm sure now it will be back. So to the listeners and the viewers, I so wish I can always go back and do a lot of editing, but I share the raw content which was happening over here. So if there is any glitches over here, it's a normal human tendency that, like as you skip the advertisement when you're watching a couple of shows on the social media, you can just skip a little bit of glitches that happens here and there visually or on the audio, because we are connected and we would continue keeping, with the outcome that we are here. So Shakti book launch happened, ebook launch happened on 9th of March in NSRL IIMB campus. And these are the people who have contributed at different levels. So, I wish to ask, you just can be unmuted and you can just hop in and jump in and say what Shakti means to each of you. One word.
Shakti is like, it's a beginning. It
Okay.
combinedly tells us the power. What is the power? Shakti is more related to women, women's word. So we all see it as a power. When we tell it as Shakti, it obviously gives a power in you itself. So that is what we all believe when we were working on this book.
So
to
me, Shakti is like the true source of inner power. Even the word, when you say the word Shakti, you feel like some energy flowing inside you, right? From the top of your head till it touches your feet. And suddenly you feel a source of energy. Even if you're really tired, you feel energetic right there and right then. And so in that way, Shakti resonates so many words by itself. It determines determination, resilience, strength, everything. So, and also Shakti also denotes women. So that's what Shakti means to me.
Awesome. So let's hear it from Sridevi, Ketki, and Snehal also. Yes, guys.
So to me, Shakti has, multiple meanings and multiple ideas. One is, of course, she's the wife of Shiva, and, and like Kiran said, it's an energy, it's an energy for creation. It's an energy for maintaining the life. It's energy for destruction also. But what I resonate with me is creation, Shakti means creating together, creating new ideas, creating something from nothing, it's just about all about creation. Yeah.
Lovely. Yes, Snehal.
For everything that everybody else has said is absolutely like ringing true. To add to that, I would say it is the strength that lies within, and whatever stories we have come across and compiled together, each one is a testimony of how everybody has tapped into that inner strength and will and brought their journey of the venture forward. So for me, it is that strength within us that, propels us.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sridevi.
Yeah, Meera, help me with the movie name where they will go and find out the treasure and the game will start, no? When they open the box, the game will start, right?
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Yeah,
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
See, Shakti, this Shakti is something like that. This Shakti, specifically the book Shakti is something like that. It's the stories of the entrepreneurs just getting inside from everywhere and comes out in the form of book. If you just open up, it comes out, right? Story by story comes out. Not just the story comes out, energy comes out. And the wonder of everyone has a reason behind starting this venture. It's not just we simply want to start and start. No, we don't do that. We have a reason behind it and we have a cause, or we want to do something. We want to start the change, right? You be the change. So each and every one of us are trying to trigger that element and bring it to everyone. So if you want to have such an adventurous journey of story by story with a lot of stories, then you have to take the book of Shakti and get the energy to you. So that's what Shakti means all to me.
Manji, I really couldn't think of it, but I love that movie. I so much love that movie. There is a lot of Shakti element in that. Of course, there is Shakti element in that. Why should I say a lot of Shakti? So absolutely, Shakti, like you all mentioned, it is the energy, it is the power. I mean, it's lot. I mean, you can just put one word to it, like, for example, like Ketki mentioned, and like without Shakti, it is incomplete. It is incomplete. How I look at it, when I was recording the audio, when Meenakshi gave me this little task of adding the audio bit of Shakti book journey, I was told, like, if I can share the script. I was like, seriously, I'm not able to think of a script. I'm just going to go with the flow. I will do 2-3 times the recording and then just listen to it and I'll share that as a script to you. So when I started recording it, that's when I felt मंजिल उसकी कहाँ जो घर से बाहर कभी निकला ही नहीं. मतलब you don't reach a destination until or unless you take that step outside, or step out from your house for that matter. So Shakti is that power, or I would say that 5 elements of the nature, when you ask me, for example, whether it is Bhumi or Akash or the air or the sky, I mean, Akash, the fire and the water for that matter. So let's connect, like Sridevi, like you mentioned, when we pick up this ebook, to the listeners, you can definitely, we wish to tell you that there are 200 plus stories of 200 plus womenpreneurs. I mean, some of you might say, Meera, don't call me a womenpreneur, just tell me an entrepreneur. Let me tell you sometimes why I emphasize on that womenpreneur name, because being one is not difficult. Like, for example, each of you over here, I'm sure that you before you could switch on your Zoom, 10 times you would have gone and checked in the kitchen if you switched off your gas. 4 times you would have checked, if the geyser was switched off. 1 or 2 times you would have checked, okay, maine washing machine on kiya, let me switch it off, because when I'm on the Zoom call, even that will also come in as a guest in my Zoom for that matter. So, womanpreneur bolna bhi acha hai, zaruri hai. That's what I feel, because, like, especially we most of us are over here homepreneurs or solopreneurs, so many preneurs over here. You've been operating from home, and every time, like, either you stick your ears to the door or you tell your person who comes to help you, and you tell her, hey, don't ring the bell today, okay, like, I'm on a call. Just do a little knock. I'll just hop in and come. Or else I'll keep the door open. Come and finish your job and you don't make any. So she is also one form of a Shakti who understands that we are doing one bit of a work, and she also comes quietly, finishes the work. So that's how, for me, Shakti is something a day in, day out. And important to say womanpreneur, because there is a lot of Shakti in that, right? There's a lot of Shakti. I almost a few seconds I was just lost within me. I thought if I'm going to run the entire show only I talking. Suddenly when I looked at my coffee tumbler over here, it says, Meera, no, Kaapi and conversations. It's just not with you. That's what the tumbler was telling me. Okay, so what does this book mean to each of you? For a couple of you, it might be the first book. For some of you, it might not be the first book. For some of you, it might be like, hey, it is not both, but I got an opportunity to be in that core team to do all these things. So each of you, like, just hop in, jump in, and you can just share what this book really means to each of you. And to our listeners and the viewers, I wish to say that a couple of our guests, they are here amidst their back-to-back schedule, and they have their calling in another few minutes, and they might jump outside the screen. Please excuse, because they are leaving a profound message with us, and let's carry that till the end of the show. Over to you guys.
So I'll go first, Meera. I think for me,
Yes, ma'am.
it was the opportunity of, having that better connect with the cohort, because when you take up a project like this, obviously you have to join synergies and channels for communications open up. And there's a common purpose around which all of us are working. That was one. The second thing was I've always been curious about the whole book publishing journey, how it is put together, and what goes into making a book. So that was a bit of a selfish purpose to understand about this process, and a very good opportunity to get a good shot at all stories in one place. I mean, how often do we get
Wow.
an opportunity to sit with each one of us and
Yeah.
discuss this journey? But this was a very good platform to have access to that, and it's a privilege, and that was my reason to be a part of this project.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah, next, I think Sridevi was almost jumping out of the screen. Yes, Sridevi.
No, I'm just waiting for the cooker to stop its whistle. So that's it just did. And so let me tell you this. See, whenever you watch a movie, the 3 hours of the movie engages you like anything. Or if you're listening to a story, maybe, a small boy wants to do something. If I just say this line, then what happens in your mind? Till you complete the story, you keep thinking, whether that boy did it or not, did it or not, did it or not, something like that. No,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you just sow the seed of curiosity in the mind, that's it. You always think about it and you somehow want to get it done. So that is how I took up this Shakti book project as. So it's a dream. It's a dream of 250 people together, right? Then what will be my contribution to it? I should do something about it, right? So it's not just my story. It's going to help each and every one of us to learn and grow. And that's how I just wanted to see how this story is flowing. And this itself became a story, and it is, going on. The discussions are going on still after the
yeah.
launch, right? So that is how I see this. And I was very much interested in doing all the work that I did. Of course, as Snehal rightly said, it had a purpose, indirect purpose of learning the nuances, because we had the publishers and the writers, editors, all professionals working in it. So definitely we learned the tricks and the way they handle the book as such, and also the stories, and the entire energy of Shakti just flowed from wherever it started throughout. So that's what I should say.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. I'm pulling Meenakshi in because, yeah, she is going to jump to her next schedule. Yes, Meenakshi.
Yeah, thank you, Meera. So to me, this book is, I don't see this as a book, okay, as other book, what we see. It is more than like, it's 200 plus women's journey. See, when a woman is going towards business or being an entrepreneur, it's definitely her journey would not be about herself. It will be too many people in that journey. And definitely that journey will not be easy. Like when men is doing a business, it's all about business and him. It's when women is doing a business, it's not about only business and her, it's all about
Just
her.
for example, like the cooker was about to make a noise, right? That's also part of her business.
Yeah, very true. So and I see this book as will be really helpful for the budding entrepreneurs who has a dreams like us, which is, see, a women to become an entrepreneur or who's love to do business in India. It's not easy journey, and she first needs to fight in her home rather than fighting society. First she need to prove her in her home. She must fight with her own family and tell her, this is what I'm going to do. And that journey is not easy in India. So these bunch of 200 plus stories will definitely help other women's and girls who are coming back, who want to see the journey and path, how it is rough and tough. This book will really guide them, I believe. So that's how I see this book. Yeah, this is all about things, and that's the main reason this attracted me to work on this more and more.
Lovely, lovely. Nice way of putting it up. Lovely, nice way of putting it across, and it's such a reality, it is not just about our journey and about our idea. It is, it's most of the time, we speak about valuation game in the market, right? But it's about a validation game we each of us, or most of us, have been doing before we could give that wings or even that life to our idea, so that it can germinate and grow into a plant, let alone becoming into a banyan tree. Again, it takes a huge time. Like when I said banyan tree, sorry guys, I wish to add that whenever I'm traveling, right, when I see a banyan tree, I really stop by for a second. If I'm not able to stop literally, I just look at it till I can just, it's in the far away. It was just one seed, right? So many years back, it was just one seed for it to grow into a plant, into a huge tree, and so many hanging, those prop roots, which is giving rise to yet another, plant or a life for that matter. Literally what we are doing, it is just not our thing. I mean, wherever we go, we take our family also. Wherever we go, we take our, our children or all the things along in our mind. We might be talking about pitch deck over here, but in the back end of the mind, usne khana khaya kya? Did she give him food? And we might be, thinking that what to say, we are talking to our co-founders about some idea. All of a sudden, we go about doing that validation, at home. Did you pick the child? It is. That's why I say I really emphasize on this womanpreneurship a lot, because it definitely sets a little bit of a difference, or sets us apart. Thanks a ton, Meenakshi. I know you are in a hurry. Thank you for coming over and staying here till this time. It was lovely to have you. And I'm jumping to Ketki. Ketki, yes.
Yes. So I think everyone has said everything already.
Sorry, Did I put you on the last spot or so?
No, but I want to add here, like I said, I love collaborating. I love creating things, and I have the experience of editing, and, I've worked on editing before. And when this opportunity came up, I just couldn't, leave it, because I wanted to be part of this cohort doing something together. This is something, it just happened, nobody gave us this mandate to do it, right? Four people met and they said, "Ki, let's do it," and we did it. There were doubts, there were worries, last minute hurries, and late night editing, but the whole process gave so much Shakti, so much energy that we could go on and on and on. And it was lovely reading all the stories, and some of them were so powerful that I wanted to go back again and again and read and talk to the entrepreneur and know more about them. But we were just time crunched, so I kept on going. But amazing experience, and I wish we get it one more time to do more.
So wish. Phenomenal job reading every story is so unique. I literally don't have words what to say, because it is just not something that happened. It is something like they have experienced, right? Kiran, yes, let's hear you.
So for me, there's a very personal reason as to why I wanted to be associated with the book. One, I've always loved, newsletters and books. I've always been into classic readings. So writing a book was a natural decision for me. Like, part of the Shakti book was a natural decision for me. The second thing is that I wanted to build or be a part of a support system, of a women's support system. And I'll tell you why. When I see back at home, right, I see very few, I can really count on my fingertips, or that on one finger, very few people who have actually taken up business. Very few women have taken up business. And I happen to be the eldest in my generation of cousins. So I felt I had not exactly no role model to look up to, like whom I could connect on a personal level. So for me, it was getting that kind of support system for me to build that kind of mindset. The first thing in your entrepreneurial journey is to come out to that particular mindset that you need to build. And that was an idea to build the foundation. So for me, that was a first step to build that foundation, to build the foundation of a mindset, to build the foundation of women support. So in that, it was a very personal decision to be so, like put my 100% into it. And that's how I became, like, overall, like right from the beginning till the very end, I was totally into it. So that's my journey with Shakti work.
Lovely, lovely. I mean, so beautiful, right? Each of us travel together for one outcome, but all of us have our own perspective. And how we are united is that word called Shakti. So, I mean, so lovely to have you. I mean, sharing the screen over here, talking to you guys about how the book means to you, how that word means to you. I mean, I'd say I really enjoy, and this is what I call it as Kaapi and conversation, right? So lovely to have you all. As we, like anything that we start comes to an end, but we end it only to give yet another beginning to our ideas and thoughts for that matter. Something that you wish to add, like as an ending note. So to all the, I mean, to the women out there, you all are Shakti. You have to bring that power out. What is that message? Quickly from each of you. Yes.
That is something I have said in my story as well, that taking that first step takes courage, and then continuing that journey takes tenacity. But when we do it, we are creating a path or an example. I wouldn't say like role models, but we are creating the example. And like Kiran said, what we don't see, we don't become. So the more of us doing this, the more it becomes a norm and encourages more women to choose this path. So I think that is something that I would say to women who are looking to be entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Snehal. Ketki, you wish to.
Yeah, while I was reading all the stories, and there were so many people with so many obstacles in their journey, and they all just overcame it. They gave their all. They did everything they could in their power to continue. And I think that is the most important message I got out of Shakti, and I would like to give it to all women, that you have to just keep going. There will be obstacles, there will be roadblocks, but if you just keep on going, nobody can stop you, because we have the Shakti in us. It's there within us somewhere.
Absolutely.
We have to find it, we have to just dig and keep going.
Absolutely. Sridevi, you wish to?
Yeah, sure, Meera. I need to say this. Gone are those days where the women talk about each other, feel jealousy, think of, how can she grow or how can they grow? These days are gone. If you just take the book of Shakti, what is the energy that you are going to get is that we are here to hold your hands. Let's hold the hands together and grow together. Let's reach far. Don't worry about anything. Just leave all the inhibitions in your mind and just start. Keep working on it. That's what is the only thing that reflects out of the book. Each leaf of the book, each page of the book has powerful story, and it is encapsulated with a wonderful name called Shakti. That is the heart and soul of all of us working together and bringing it into life. So that's the message I'm giving. Women are not anymore going to suppress others, pull each other's leg, or no, not anymore. We are going to support each other, nurture each other, and grow together. So that is what is the message Shakti is saying. That's what I see.
Lovely. It's all about sisterhood. Quickly, Kiran, from your end.
So I feel right here is the word Shakti, and specifically with our book, that we should think big, right? And I'll tell you why. If you see the stories, we had 200 plus stories. There have been obstacles. There have been so many stories that have been shared that Ketki's also mentioned. The one thing which I would like to share with you is that as much as you want to do something, you should always think big, and at the same time also ensure that you have a support system. You cannot not do it without a support system. And it also means that if you see another woman trying to do the same thing or trying to take their entrepreneurial journey, ensure that you keep an open mind, think big, not petty, and encourage the other person to do as well. And you will see that in those Shakti stories, every individual has some element that has triggered them to do it. I myself have gone through those 10 saboteurs, each and every one of them, especially the imposter syndrome majorly, because we want everything to be perfect, and it's difficult to make those brave decisions. So that's my story. That's my take on the book Shakti, that instead of making it perfect, take more brave decisions and think big.
Lovely, lovely. So true. It's all about sisterhood. It's about nurturing each other. It's about holding hands with each other and continue the journey. That is Shakti for all of you. Thanks to all the listeners and viewers for stopping by. We've had lovely ladies from the Shakti eBook core team, Sridevi, Ketki, Meenakshi, Snehal, and Kiran. Thank you. We'll catch up with yet another show on Kaapi and Conversation. Thanks to all of you for coming over. Thank you.
Thank you, Meera, for having us.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Meera.
lot, Meera, for
It's a
getting
really
us
nice
here.
podcast.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining.
Thank you, Meera and everyone. Nice talking to you all.